Right now, steps to legalize medical marijuana, the timeline for Wisconsin lawmakers.
And we're going to be getting a taste of spring. We'll give you the latest details coming up.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Happy Thursday. I'm Chris Stanford.
I'm Leah Lynchide. Thanks for waking up with us. Looking ahead, a bill to pass medical marijuana here in Wisconsin won't be introduced until 2023.
Yesterday, though, was the first testimony heard on such a bill since 2009. Last time it was introduced by Democrats. Now it's being introduced by Republicans. It was a struggle to even get a hearing on this bill. The bill's author, Senator Mary Felskowski, could only get leadership to agree to the hearing after the legislature had gone home. Wisconsin is among a few Midwestern holdouts in legalizing even medical marijuana. Democrats want this bill to go further.
I oppose this bill. I oppose it because of the way it is drafted, but I do have high hopes that we're going to be able to work together moving forward in a bipartisan manner to reform cannabis policy in the state of Wisconsin.
Democrats say they want full legalization to address issues like inequity in the criminal justice system. The bill's author says that she needs to take some methodical steps here first in order to get Republicans on board with the proposal. We won't see any changes for a while. Now we wait until 2023 for the bill to be reintroduced with the new legislature.
Continuing coverage this morning, Madison police are investigating a stabbing in broad daylight near campus. It happened just along Braxton Street here. That's right off of South Park Street around 12:30 yesterday afternoon. The man involved had to be taken to the hospital, but is considered stable this morning. He reportedly knew the suspect, so there's no threat to the public. Police have not released any names in this case.
Some wild video here, a high-speed rollover crash in Milwaukee. It happened earlier this month. You see that car speeding. In that car, an unrestrained toddler and a loaded AK-47. A short time later, the 21-year-old driver hits the median, flips the car. No injuries reported. And you see here the suspect running away from the scene. Officers were able to take that child into protective custody in the squad car. That's when the person jumped out. Cops eventually found him and placed him under arrest.
An Arizona man will spend 8 years in prison for trying to distribute fentanyl in Wisconsin. Jason Jordan arrested in McFarland after police said he sent 1,000 pills to a Madison apartment. The pills reportedly looked like legitimate oxycodone pills, but tested positive for fentanyl. Then a search of his vehicle apparently found more than 700 pills that also tested positive for fentanyl. In January, he pleaded guilty to charges related to the crime.
Here in Madison, man's being sentenced to 4 years in prison for having a firearm in a school zone. Tyrone Jackson pleaded guilty to this back in January. He was arrested in 2020 after witnesses say he fired a gun at Brittingham Park in Madison. The incident happened near One City Schools campus. Investigators later found the gun hidden in the park with Jackson's DNA on it.
The police chief in Duluth calling it a very sad day for the city. What started as a welfare check ending in a standoff and 5 people being found dead in a home. Officers say they knew the suspect they were looking for had connections to the house and that he likely had weapons. After surrounding the house for several hours, eventually police entered to find 5 bodies and a dead dog.
That false alarm at the U.S. Capitol last night, that evacuation, turns out it was triggered by a plane flown by the Army Golden Knights parachute team for an event at Nationals Park. The team was celebrating Military Appreciation Night. U.S. Capitol Police sent out an alert ordering the evacuation of multiple buildings. Alarms could be heard sounding throughout the complex. Capitol Police saying that they were tracking an aircraft that posed a possible threat to the Capitol complex. The agency later tweeted out that the evacuation was done out of an abundance of caution, and it was determined that there was no threat.
New this morning, here in Wisconsin, the runner-up in Milwaukee's mayoral race now considering an assembly race. Bob Donovan is looking to take District 84. That covers Milwaukee, Greenfield, and New Berlin. The district currently being represented by Republican Mike Kuglich, who will not seek re-election. Donovan says he hopes to make his final decision over the weekend.
6:03, let's check in with Julian Seawright in that certified most accurate forecast. Hey, Julian.
And I've just been trying to monitor as much as this cloud cover trying to clear out for us, just to get a little bit of sunrise sunrise to kick off our Thursday morning, but just not yet. There's still too much clouds as we're waking up this morning. But as we get in throughout the rest of today, we will start to see much more sunshine by the time we get into our lunchtime hour. And on top of that, the temperatures will be into the 50s. Winds will start to kick back into more breezy conditions as we get into the later part of today. But until then, it's going to be a pretty, just a little wet morning. But on top of it, we are going to still see dry conditions as the system that brought any kind of rain for us overnight has now cleared itself out here in southern Wisconsin. And now we're going to see this high pressure start to settle itself up here in the upper Midwest. But we are going to be keeping our eye on this low pressure, which is over into the Great Plains, which will track into the upper Midwest, bringing in some rain and even some thunderstorm possibilities. And on top of it, well, we are going to be seeing a bit of a severe weather threat for areas into the upper Midwest, just not so much here in Wisconsin. As we can see, southern Minnesota and for parts of Iowa are into a slight risk and even an enhanced risk. But for us, we're into the marginals. We're having a low confidence in terms of seeing any of the thunderstorms that we may see for Friday, any of them turn strong or even severe. But we could still see looking at some thunderstorms. Other than that, though, today, again, just really enjoy what we're going to be seeing for us. Plenty of sunshine. Temperatures will be into the 60s this afternoon. And then as we go into tonight, we're looking at mostly clear conditions until that system starts to sweep its way in to Wisconsin and just near the northern Illinois border and around Iowa, where we're going to start to see mainly that line just set up of rain and even thunderstorms. So it's mainly going to be south of Madison. Areas to the north might see some pop-up showers, mainly in central Wisconsin, but for the most part, it's going to stay on the dry side throughout the course of this event. And that's what we're looking at in terms of how much rain we're going to be seeing, much heavier amounts just near the northern Illinois border in southern Wisconsin, especially between Janesville and Platteville. So our three things we're going to need to know. We're going to be looking at milder temperatures going into today with 60s returning to our forecast. Then we're looking at showers and a few thunderstorms, and then we're going to a weekend of gorgeousness as we're going into around 78 degrees for Saturday and for Sunday around 64 degrees. We do have chances of seeing some rain or even thunderstorms, but that will be late Saturday. So that's going to be after you enjoy the sun and really take in all that our spring-like conditions will be bringing us for our weekend, guys.
So a lot more sun than rain this weekend?
A lot more sun than rain, which I'm looking forward to, but we still have our opportunities to get a little wet this weekend.
All right, just got to get there. Slight risk for severe weather in the next couple of days. First.
Marginal.
Marginal. I know. The slight's actually like the technical term. It's like the level above the marginal, right?
Right. That's the 2nd out of 5. Marginal is the 1 out of 5.
Look at you, scientist.
I know. You got to be careful with those words when you're talking about the weather. Thanks for calling me out on that, Jim.
No, you're good.
6:07 now coming up. Getting the band back together. We'll get you ready for the UW Band's return Saturday.
Wait, this morning as we're looking ahead to an event by the Madison Police Department. It's called Art from the Heart of Madison, and we're going to talk a little bit more about what you can expect. We've got flowers and butterflies and more coming up in the 608. Stick around.
At Pick and Save, we believe fresh is all about standards. Like for oranges, we check for color and scarring and more. Because when it comes to fresh for everyone, we believe the juice is worth the squeeze. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
I'm Rebecca, and you might know me from reality TV.
And this was my stubborn body fat that I just couldn't get rid of. But then I went to Sono Bello, and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit.
It is so intensely gratifying for one visit to make this big of a change. It's amazing.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It feels incredible to look down and it's flat.
Thank you again, Sono Bello. I'm so happy.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-800-595-1532 or go to sonobello.com.
This is the purpose-built Ford F-150. It's a beast with brains. It's got, you know what? Skip this video. Go see one at your local Ford dealer.
Get here to know F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for yourself. Then get one your way with a custom order that receives priority, plus an extra $1,000 bonus cash and incentive protection, guaranteeing you the best offer now or at delivery, all on a Ford, built for you, by you. Order your 2022 F-150 to lock in a great offer, plus get an extra $1,000 retail order bonus cash.
Double up on savings exclusively at Grand Appliance during the Spring Savings Double Up Sale. Get double rebates on select purchases of our most popular appliance and grill brands and unbeatable package deals. Like this Frigidaire 4-piece kitchen with counter depth refrigerator for just $23.92. Or this LG 4-piece kitchen for just $29.36. Shop your local showroom or grandappliance.com. Grand Appliance. You make it home, we make it grand.
Enough! This doom and gloom ends now.
It's time for a brighter view. Let the sun shine in with 2-for-1 windows from Feldco. Plus, no interest until 2023.
2-for-1 windows from Feldco and soon. Hurry. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
At Pick and Save, every free pickup order is picked fresh and packed with care, or we'll make it right. We're fresh every day, so shop anyway. Pick and Save. Fresh for everyone.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast. News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back. We're in the 608 this morning, looking ahead to an event with the Madison Police Department this weekend. Josh Breider is live at the Midtown Police Precinct this morning to tell us all about what's going on. Hey there, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. A lot to look forward to here in just a couple of days. Happening Saturday at the Overture Center. It's called Art from the Heart of Madison, and it's an opportunity for you to really show some or see some of what's going on. You know, some of these Madison police officers personally, they have a lot of talent to be able to showcase. They're excited to be able to get out into the community. This morning we've got Officer Lou Sennett, who's with us with the Madison Police Department. First off, good morning. Thanks for being here with us. You guys are super excited to be able to be out in the community and put an event on like this.
Yeah, just like we do with Winterfest, just like we did with Valentine's, we want to get out and interact with people. So this Saturday at the Overture Center, like you mentioned, from 10 to 2, we're going to have an event where people can come out and experience some of the artistic talents our officers have.
So you've shown me a little bit of yours. You've shown me how to do a little origami. These were from some of the ones we worked on a little earlier. You know, what is it about origami that you like?
Well, it takes patience, and when you perfect, well, not perfect, but when you get used to one of the crafts, it gets a lot faster to do. And there are a lot of creative things that people do with origami. On social media right now, there's a guy who does samurai soldiers.
Cool.
I'm not at that level yet, but maybe,
maybe
someday.
someday, right?
Maybe someday.
So that's one of the things that you guys are going to have going on this weekend. What else here do we have lined up?
We also have some balloon animals that one of our officers will be making for the kids. We have some flower arranging, and people get to take their arrangements home. We also have some other interactive things. We're going to have a pound class, kind of like a drumming fit class.
Oh, cool.
We have one of our members is going to be doing some chalk art, and this is just one of his paintings. And we also have some photography, but we also have a police officer who loves to do embroidery, and she's going to have some kits for the kids. And like I said, with the origami, I'm going to be showing people how to do those 4 things: the fox, the bird, the butterflies, and lotus flowers. So we hope people come out, interact with us, and have some fun. We'll also have some live music, so one of our officers will be playing guitar and singing some songs.
So it sounds like there's kind of something for everyone to enjoy on Saturday.
It is, and the Overture is right in the middle of Madison, and people love that area, so we hope people come out and just have a good time.
You know, with you guys getting out into the community for an event like this is what you guys are doing the job for, right? Is to be able to have that connection with the community.
Yeah, I love my job with community outreach because we get to host events like this, and hopefully that'll help people come and build the bridge between the police and the community.
All right, well, Lou, thank you so much. We'll throw the information up on the screen right now. Again, this is happening Saturday from 10 to 2 at the Overture Center for the Arts. If you want to learn more, you can go up to channel3000.com. Coming up here in about a half hour, around 6:45, Lou and I are going to try our hand at some floral arrangements. I know both of us.
We're going to try.
We're going to try. That's going to be a little bit harder than the origami, I think, guys, when the creative minds come together with the floral stuff. But that's going to be ahead here. You'll look forward to that fun in just a few minutes.
I am looking forward to it, Josh.
I think he'll be fine. Has anyone not liked a floral arrangement? Like they're flowers.
I don't know. Have you seen ours yet?
Fair. I spoke too soon, maybe.
All right, Josh, talk to you soon.
Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out to him on social media or shoot him an email for a chance to be featured. Just about 6:15 now. Americans owe more than $1 trillion in student debt.
$1 trillion. Think about that. The Department of Education is announcing some fixes to the system now. This week, the Department of Education says it's now taking action to help address what they call historical failures in the administration of their programs. The department says it will review payment timelines and history for borrowers enrolled in public service loan forgiveness plans and income-driven repayment plans. The changes are expected to give 40,000 borrowers immediate forgiveness. At least 3.6 million borrowers will receive 3 years of additional credit towards income-driven repayment forgiveness.
History of this program is that it has been rife with abuses and problems, both on the servicing side and on the Department of Education side.
Okay, so the Student Borrower Protection Center advises you to make sure your information and all your case data is up to date with the Department of Education, since they'll be using that information to determine the new credits.
Switching gears now, Julian Seawright in with your first warn weather. You're certified most accurate. Hey, Julian.
And we're just a couple sleeps away from our weekend, so of course we got to take a look at it as we head into our Saturday. Folks, get prepared for some nice weather for us. This is shorts and t-shirt weather we're finally going to see, which we haven't had much of at all throughout this spring. So 78 degrees is definitely a warm welcome for us, as we are looking at chances of seeing some rain and thunderstorms is going to be after the sun is going to be settling down. Heading into Sunday, again, any rain that we're going to be seeing is going to be into the early morning hours, and we're going to see around 64-degree temperatures heading into our Sunday. So this is what we're going to be looking at heading into the weekend. Again, once we get into the evening hours, that's when we're going to start to see cloudy conditions and the rain starting to come through much of southern Wisconsin, but it's going to be out by the time we're even into our Sunday afternoon, opening the skies once again to some mild temperatures and plenty of sunshine throughout the course of our weekend. Now, in terms of precipitation chances, aside from just a few shots going into late Saturday and early Sunday, we're looking at a dry stretch heading into next week, even though temperatures are also going to be onto the cooler side. Now, as we take a look at our traffic as of right now along the Beltline, for those who are getting ready to head onto the commute, we are still looking at all green. Some smooth sailing as we're starting off this morning commute for the Beltline and for the interstate as well. It's going to do it for our traffic updates. Go ahead, back to you guys.
All right, Julian, thank you very much. Verona, a high school hockey power in recent years with 2 state titles since 2014, says it needs more ice to meet its skaters' demands. It's now launching a $7 million fundraising campaign called Ice for Kids of All Ages. The goal is to turn its outdoor rink site just south of the old Eagle's Nest into another indoor sheet of ice.
We got some opportunities to grow some programs in the area, and we just want to provide another facility that can just continue on that same trend of growth.
So Marshall there is the rink director and also the head coach of the Verona boys team. The campaign has already received an initial $1 million gift. We have a link for you to donate. That's up on channel3000.com right now. Okay, the UW varsity band set to perform at the Kohl Center this weekend for the first time since the pandemic hit. The spring concert set for Friday and Saturday night.
Yesterday was their final rehearsal, and our photojournalist Lance Height was there.
We are going to march in at the top of the show.
We are preparing for the Varsity Spring Concert.
There's going to be a step at levels.
This is the first spring concert since COVID. We're all dusting off the cobwebs.
I see 3 tubas on this side.
And getting this thing kicking into gear.
Number 1. Tenors, can you guys kind of take a couple steps back and maybe we'll put snares up front?
Today, I guess you could say just trying to get a lay of the land, test things out, put some things together.
Just make sure that aisle's clear so you don't get whacked by a trombone.
When we shut down in March of 2020, we were hard at work on the first varsity concert, at least the first varsity concert of my tenure. I do feel like the students have been missing out, particularly those students that were seniors during the initial shutdown, and then the next class, the class of seniors.
It's been a long time coming, especially last year was a big bummer. We're sort of getting back to normal, and everybody was really hopeful that we would get to play again, and then when that was canceled, everybody was really let down.
We've had 45, 46 concerts. And so to not have that continue was a real travesty.
You definitely still get nerves for stuff like this, but the nice thing about it is for the football game, most people are there to watch the football game. For here, everybody's here to watch the band. So there's definitely more energy in the crowd, and everybody's really excited. So that helps us play better, too.
We're going to have music that spans generations, that span genre. I won't be flying over the audience this year, and my style of dress is a little bit different. but hopefully, the hits, so to speak, the fifth quarter on Wisconsin. If you come to this concert, you're going to hear something that you enjoy.
Again, thanks to our Lance Hyde for that story. Both shows start at 7:30 at night. They're 2 hours. Tickets are $25, $15 for students. All proceeds benefit the Badger Band program.
Oh, nothing like hearing all of the band songs. They just bring you right back to college.
Don't they? Gosh, it's been a long time since I've been to one of these.
Oh.
It's probably been 25 years.
Was Mike Leckrone still flying in on a motorcycle?
You know it.
Oh, those days, they were good.
Gosh, yeah. And as a band kid at school,
yeah,
like going to those and like seeing like the college students perform like on a scale like that, man, it just made you want to pick up your instrument and get to work.
Tickets still available. You might see me there Saturday night. 6:20 now. Scientists are sharing some potentially unnerving new information this morning on black holes.
Yeah, wild stuff. And coming up in our next half hour, making up for lost time, the extra work coming for Madison students.
Every day, News 3 Now investigates.
Cobuson Buses, now hiring.
Working with Cobuson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit Cobuson.com to apply.
It's BOGO Thursdays at Hy-Vee. This Thursday, buy one Market Grill breakfast, get one free. And buy one, get one free on Hormel Black Label Bacon. Scan the QR code or check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
McGann Furniture in Baraboo has a question for you. Have you ever bought a piece of furniture in a box and then had to put it together yourself? We know it's not fun. At McGann's, everything is professionally inspected and assembled before pickup or delivery. Goodbye headaches, and there's no extra charge for assembly. And remember, at McGann's, we don't inflate prices only to mark them down for a sale. Stop in soon and discover the difference. You'll be glad you did. McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting more than just a technician. You're getting someone who pays attention to your needs and the little things that make a big difference. It takes a dealer you can rely on. And to keep your family cool this summer,
let me show you how this works.
It takes Bryant.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
In Madison, contact Heating and Cooling Incorporated to maximize your comfort and energy savings whatever the season.
Family-owned Brothers Maine knows choosing appliances for a remodel or new build can be exciting and overwhelming. Our experienced staff has experienced it all as we've guided thousands of area families through appliance selection. Brothers Maine has a larger inventory and low-price deals that consistently beat competitors, including Big Box. You heard me. Big Box can't beat our prices. From sales to install, Brothers Maine does it all. Feel great about your purchases and feel like family at Brothers Maine.
Wow, this is where you work now? Figured I deserved a more inspiring space. And with home values being up, I had a lot of equity. So I got a home equity line of credit from Summit, and voila, added a home office.
Took your business to the next level.
Hey, you two have been in your place for a couple years now. Any fun plans?
Well, we just finished a refi with Summit.
Really?
And the plan is to make a bunch of great memories.
We're gonna use the savings to get a camper.
Whatever your goals, Summit Credit Union can help you use your home's equity to go get them.
Save more at Hy-Vee. Frito-Lay party-size snacks, 3 for only $10. Choice Reserve ribeyes, only $5.99. Hy-Vee pasta, only 88 cents. And red seedless grapes, only $1.99 a pound. Only at Hy-Vee.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
My name is Mike Williams. I've been driving school bus off and on for 21 years. Here at our terminal, we're kind of like a family too. Somebody has an issue with a bus, other people kick in and help and get the job done.
Welcome back. It's Julian's almost birthday.
Yeah, so he is, he's not working our morning show tomorrow, but he is working. Anything else planned for your birthday there, Julian?
So I took the time throughout much of this morning show to think of something, and I'm going to start off by making myself a breakfast. I'm just not sure if it's going to be waffles or cinnamon rolls, but yes, exactly.
Okay. Treat yourself.
Exactly. Got to start off the birthday right, and then I'm thinking of either treating myself to a nice steak dinner or something along those lines. If not, a nice burger too.
Well,
burger,
whatever you do,
nice.
I hope you fully enjoy it and take it in and focus on you, buddy.
Hey, appreciate that so much. And honestly, thank you guys for even doing this. This was a pleasant surprise earlier in the show, and it still almost tear-jerks me that you guys even thought to do this.
Buddy.
I really do appreciate it. So thank you so much.
Well, our other birthday present is tomorrow. On your actual birthday, you don't have to wake up at 2 in the morning.
I know. I get a little bit of a normal schedule.
Sleep in, buddy. Yeah, you get a 9 to 5 on your Friday birthday. Happy birthday, Julian.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, well, NASA says black holes in space are getting a lot bigger.
Yeah, the agency released a new survey of more than 100 galaxies. It shows black holes are demolishing thousands of stars and growing as a result. NASA shared these photo composites of 4 galaxies using images from the Hubble Space Telescope. These galaxies are among 29 in space with evidence of growing black holes near their centers. NASA says the black holes consume clusters of unlucky stars passing within their gravitational pull. We've all got our fingers crossed this morning. It doesn't involve the sun, but hey, a lesson in not worrying about what you can't control.
Yeah, there you go. So live life to the fullest, because you never know when a black hole is going to come by and swallow up your solar system.
Take out the entire solar
We should put that on your headstone. That's beautiful. That was poetic.
Gosh, yeah, just proof that, you know, there are things much bigger than us at play. It's just wild.
Good reminder.
Yeah.
All right, stick around, folks. We'll be back with some more news and weather right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
The price of gold is at a 7-year high. Get top cash on the spot for your gold at Diamond Select. Cash in today while the price of gold is high. Don't miss out. Get instant cash for your gold today at Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
Refresh your space now and save up to $1,000 plus get special financing up to 36 months. We think you'll love our durable, easy care floors that look beautiful too. On sale now at H&R Carpets and Flooring in Wanakee.
We're not just massage envy. We're also facials that get your skin glowing envy. We're talking, dang girl, you look good kind of envy.
All right, tell me your secret and lunch is on me.
How does she do it envy?
So what's going on with this?
That's because a regular massage envy facial routine is an amazing way to look and feel better. For that, I still got it going on kind of a feeling.
Must be good genes.
This Mother's Day, buy one 60-minute facial session and get a second session free. Massage Envy Facials, where better begins.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. We go through a lot every day, and loose ceramides my barrier needs to seal in moisture. CeraVe facial moisturizers, developed with dermatologists, continuously deliver 3 essential ceramides to help restore my protective barrier so I can lock in moisture. With CeraVe, we can feel hydrated and look healthy all day. CeraVe facial moisturizing lotions from the #1 dermatologist-recommended skincare brand.
People said we couldn't run a successful business using progressive values, but that's exactly what we did. That's how we built the Bucks Arena. We made sure our minority and women-owned businesses were able to grow with it, paying good wages, using materials made in Wisconsin, all done in an environmentally sustainable way. That's the type of thinking we need in the U.S. Senate. We're not going to just talk about issues. I'm going to go to Washington and deliver. I'm Alex Lasry, and I approve this message.
Broadway's Tony-winning Best Musical is Dear Evan Hansen. Dear Evan Hansen, May 10th to 15th at Overture Center. Find your tickets at overture.org today.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
The price of gold is at a 7-year high. Get top cash on the spot for your gold at Diamond Select. Cash in today while the price of gold is high. Don't miss out. Get instant cash for your gold today at Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
More schoolwork for your kids before that summer break. We're breaking down how many more hours Madison schools are assigning.
Also, a legal battle over masking. What's at stake as the feds appeal the transit mandate?
And the sun is shining and the spring temperatures are on the way. We'll give you a look at the details coming up.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Leah Lynchide. Thanks for waking up with us. Madison students will need to complete some extra coursework over the next few months to make up for time lost this past winter.
The district had delayed a return to class by 3 days because of a spike in COVID cases. And this new move comes now after the Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction ruled the district needs to make up for the pause in classes over the winter break in order to meet minimum classroom time requirements. To do that, without cutting into summer break, starting next week, students will need to complete extra coursework every Monday through June 6th.
Now, depending on your child's age, students will need to complete 90 to 120 minutes of independent learning each Monday. Then Friday, May 27th will also be an independent learning day for all students except for 4K kids. Here's a breakdown of those assignments and the hours for them. Kindergarten through 5th grade students, as well as high schoolers, you guys will need to complete 90 minutes of extra work. Your 6th through 8th grade students will need to complete 120 minutes. The district is working with after-school programs as well as local libraries to make sure students have a safe place to participate in those extra activities.
There's a new reward this morning for a violent armed robbery in Beloit. Come take a look at these images, folks. These were taken back on January 22nd. 2 suspects here accused of robbing Vera's Groceries on Henry Avenue. The FBI is now offering a $5,000 reward for information leading to the arrest of these two. The FBI says the 2 men are considered armed and dangerous.
A Madison man known for his involvement in an officer-involved shooting now headed to trial in another case involving a stolen gun. This latest incident happened last month. According to the complaint, 19-year-old Katwan Richardson invited someone into his car to buy marijuana. Then he and another man pointed guns at him and stole his handgun. After being arrested, Richardson admitted to police that gun was in his possession. He's now facing 14 state charges. Now, at the time of this incident, Richardson was out on bail for his involvement in an October officer-involved shooting on State Street.
Now to the legal battle over mask mandates on public transit. The Department of Justice has appealed the Florida judge's ruling that struck down the federal mask mandate for airplanes and other mass transit. The CDC made that request, calling its masking order both lawful and necessary for public health. Speaking to CNN, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki defending the move to appeal.
They want to fight to ensure the CDC's authority and ability to put in mandates in the future remains intact. We know there's going to be ups and downs in this pandemic. We're all ready for it to be over, but we want to ensure that our public health experts are able to take steps if needed in the future.
Breaking down the numbers, COVID-19 hospitalization rates are holding steady right now, but more than 40,000 new infections were reported Tuesday. That's nearly a 50% increase over the past 2 weeks. Turns out most people in the U.S. support keeping the mandates. A new AP poll found that 56% of people support mask requirements on planes, trains, and public transit. That poll was conducted before the judge's ruling against extending the mask mandate, though. About 24% said they were against the mandates. About 20% said they didn't care.
To the war in Ukraine now. Today, President Biden expected to announce another round of military funding for Ukrainians. This, as a new poll, shows 54% of Americans believe President Biden hasn't been tough enough on Russia, though only 32% want the U.S. to have a major role in that conflict.
All right, let's check in with Julian Seawright. He's got your certified most accurate forecast. Hey, Julian.
And the sun has finally shined on us. As we are rolling into the rest of our morning, we have plenty of cloud cover. Now it's starting to clear out for us, giving a beautiful sunrise as we're kicking off our Thursday morning. Good morning, everyone. As we're getting things rolling, our temperatures are mild throughout southern Wisconsin. Around 45 degrees right now here in Madison, and we are going to improve ever so nicely as we get into the afternoon hours, of course, with plenty of sunshine shining down on us. Now, we're looking at dry conditions here in southern Wisconsin. The system that brought us rain and even some thunderstorms for some areas has cleared its way out overnight, and now we are looking at plenty of dry conditions, and that high pressure is going to really keep that theme for us throughout the course of today. However, we will be keeping an eye on this low pressure that's over the Great Plains, which will track its way across the upper Midwest and will be prompting us to start to see some more showers and potentially even some thunderstorms heading into our Friday. And with that system that's going to start to move, it's even bringing in a severe weather threat for areas around the Great Plains and parts of the upper Midwest. However, for us, we are in the marginal risk of seeing severe storms for tomorrow. So we're going to be looking at low confidence at any thunderstorms that we'll be seeing being strong or even severe. But as we go in throughout the rest of today, again, enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the 60s. Winds will be a little bit breezy as we get into the afternoon, but as we go into tonight, still mostly clear, nice mild temperatures once again. But as we can see, going into the morning commute, expect some showers, mainly just around Dane County into the south, especially near the northern Illinois border. That's where we're going to be looking at showers and even thunderstorms to start to pop off throughout our Friday afternoon going into our Friday evening. And that's where we're going to see most of the rainfalls as well. It's going to be between Iowa and the northern Illinois border for us. So as we go in throughout the rest of the week, well, the three things we're going to need to know is that we are looking at some showers and storms for tomorrow, but this weekend is going to be so nice. As we see Saturday and Sunday, 78 degrees to start, 64 degrees to end. We are looking at chances of seeing some storms or rain, but it's going to be after the sun is going to be settling down here in southern Wisconsin, guys.
All right, thanks, Julian. To new video now this morning, a raging wildfire in Arizona. Within a day, the tunnel fire nearly tripled in size to 16,000 acres. Those on scene northeast of Flagstaff say there's still no containment. The fire moving quickly, fueled by strong winds and dry brush. The fire has destroyed at least 28 structures so far since Sunday and has forced hundreds of homes to evacuate.
The 2022 spring turkey hunt is now underway in Wisconsin. With the bird flu spreading across the state, we asked the DNR if turkeys are at risk.
Wild turkeys that are free-ranging in their natural environment and doing their natural behaviors, they tend to be less likely to encounter avian influenza viruses. So we don't really think of them as one of the more high-risk species in regards to finding it in the wild.
The DNR says it is still possible for wild turkeys to get infected. They're reminding hunters never to harvest birds that appear sick. If you don't have a permit for the spring hunt already, it's too late to get one. The fall period, though, begins in September.
Happening today, SSM Health is hosting an Earth Day event. It's at William G. Lunny Lake Farm County Park in Madison near Lake Wabisa and Badger Prairie Park in Verona. It runs from 3 to 6. There will be fun family-friendly activities and giveaways, including birdhouses. News 3 Now will be at Badger Prairie Park with live coverage at 4 o'clock. And coming up in 3 minutes, we'll be joined by Dr. Rupa Shah for the new Time for Kids initiative that we are launching with SSM Health.
Exciting.
Outside this morning, it was a little wet earlier. Things are drying up quickly, though. Coming up, we're going to dive into that weekend forecast and if we could hit 80 degrees on Saturday.
Plus, from balloon flowers to real flowers, the Madison Police Department is ready for you this weekend. They've got fun for the whole family. We're going to talk about it in the 608 when we come back.
At Pick and Save, we believe fresh is all about standards. Like for oranges, we check for color and scarring and more. Because when it comes to fresh for everyone, we believe the juice is worth the squeeze. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison 2022. Vote for your favorites online, including Dwellings for Best Furniture, Best Home Accessories, Best Interior Design. Vote Dwellings today at madisonmagazine.com.
Shop the Spring Savings Double Up Sale for double rebates on our most popular appliance and grill brands. Shop in-stock specials like this Amana top-load washer for just $5.48. This KitchenAid dishwasher for just $7.98. This GE convection range with air fry for just $8.98. Or this LG 25 cubic foot French door refrigerator for just $14.98. Shop GrandAppliance.com or a store near you. Grand Appliance, the appliance experts.
Faces get all the love. What about the body? New Dove Shower Collection is infused with hyaluronic and peptide serums to make your skin feel smoother and more radiant. New Dove Body Love face care ingredients now in the shower.
In late October of 2021, I got COVID, and I was pretty sure that I was at the end of my rope.
I knew we were in trouble when we decided to bring in our attorney to start having Joel sign end-of-life documents, business documents.
My last try was an experimental medication. She put me on the Aviptadil, and that next morning when I woke up, I was a new man.
Because of Ron Johnson's right to try bill, I have my husband today.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Goldman Cars is having a huge spring sale with the largest selection of vehicles under $14,995 or $225 per month. Don't miss out on our spring sale with the best selection of SUVs and cars under $14,995 or $225 per month. We have one of the largest selections of vehicles in Dane County with over 500 vehicles in stock. So just come on in and ask for me, Crystal the Pistol Goldman. Go to Goldman Cars East or West.
You gotta go to Goldman, GoldmanCars.com.
At Pick and Save, every free pickup order is picked fresh and packed with care, or we'll make it right. We're fresh every day, so shop anyway. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
This has been a symbol of suburban life for decades. But a new idea is buzzing around local communities.
It's not just, someone being lazy.
Eric Frocky finds out why No Mow May could make a big impact on our planet. Tonight on News 3 Now at 6. SSM Health celebrates Earth Day. Join us April 21st from 3 to 6 p.m. There's something to do for the whole family, including a scavenger hunt, face painting, and a plant or seed to take home. We'll see you Thursday at one of these locations.
SSM Health and News 3 Now are teaming up to create a healthier community for kids.
Yeah, it's called Time for Kids, Keys for Health. And what better time to launch than ahead of Earth Day? Dr. Rupa Shah of SSM Health is here to talk more about the new campaign and how we're celebrating this week. Good morning, Dr. Shah.
Good morning.
So tell us a little bit about the idea behind this new campaign.
Yeah, so the Time for Kids, the Keys to Health campaign really is meant to focus on community health topics and ways that we can all engage in improving the health of our kids and our community as a whole. So we're going to talk about ways that we can all lift each other up in times of need. We're going to explore sort of the meaningful health impacts of giving back through volunteering in our communities. We know that raising happy, healthy kids takes a village, but also that the overall health of that village really impacts each and every one of us as well. So over this next year, we really want to focus on sort of these community health topics that we feel are really important, including sustainability. We're going to explore the impacts of food stability on a community. And we really want to dive deeper into community mental health resources and support that are out there. So we're excited to start sharing these tips for families of how to improve their health and really just how to get back out into the community with some fun family-focused events.
Yeah, tell us about the big event to kick things off.
Yes, sure. So in honor of Earth Day, as well as the start of our new campaign, SSM and Dean Health Plan are co-hosting an Earth Day giveaway with our Healthy Parks, Healthy You partners, which is Dane County Parks and Foundation for Dane County Parks. So today from 3 to 6 this evening, we invite all families out to Badger Prairie Park in Verona and William G. Lunny Lake Farm Park on Madison South Side for some Earth Day celebrations. So at both of these events, families will be able to choose a shrub or a seed kit or a birdhouse to take home. So definitely kids come early so you can grab one of those. We're also going to have some times for kids items available. There's going to be a family scavenger hunt to explore the park and earn some prizes, and just some really educational Earth Day events as well. So it's going to be a great way to enjoy sort of our beautiful natural resources of our local parks, and just a wonderful way to get everybody outside and moving again, and enjoy this great weather that we're going to have.
Sounds like so much fun. Dr. Rupa Shah with SSM Health, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
We appreciate your time, Dr. Shah. So let's bring up that information on the campaign one more time. Throughout this next year, we're going to be sharing stories, advice, and we're also going to host some community events to empower kids and adults to get involved in the health of their families, their neighbors, and their entire communities. That starts with today's event. We have more information on it over on channel3000.com.
Check it out. 6:43 now in the 608 this morning. We're previewing a fun event for the whole family that's hosted by Madison Police this weekend.
Oh yeah, Josh Breider is live at the Midtown Police Precinct with more this morning. Hey, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, we have a lot of fun for you this morning, kind of previewing what to expect this coming Saturday. It is Art from the Heart of Madison. We have Steph Fryer and Officer Lou Senatus with us this morning. And Steph, we're going to start with you. This is a huge event that you guys are really excited to host on Saturday.
Oh, really huge. We have so many vendors that are going to be there that are officers who are going to showcase everything from origami, balloon animals, quilters, chalk art, as you can kind of see here. Just kind of showing their hidden talents and getting a chance to connect with the community.
So you have some floral arrangements out in front of us.
Yes.
You are not the expert, right?
Not
the
the
police officer that was supposed to be here could not be here, but you're going to help us through this right now.
Yes, and she did give me a couple tips that I can pass along to you guys, but you will want to make sure to come out on Saturday to actually see her demonstration, and you get to make your own bouquet to take home with you on Saturday. So
all right, so you're
that's
going to put
fun.
Officer Lou and I to the test. So what do we need to know?
So first of all, we are basically basing this off if you were to go to the market, get yourself a couple bouquets of flowers, you're going to get this thing called flower food. So the first thing is to add that so your flowers can last a long time.
All right, Lou and I are sharing this too.
Yes, sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring.
All right.
I think it was about half.
There we go.
And as you can see, it's just kind of going to dissolve in there. And again, that helps your flowers last, you know, give it that extra shelf life. The next thing you want to do is make sure you mix colors, textures, that type of thing. And when you add your stems to them, make sure you cut them at an angle so that way it can really absorb that flower food and remove the leaves that could potentially be in the water. So I'm going to have you guys start that. Now, I will say I did help them out a bit, guys, because there were
time purposes,
for time purposes,
not because we
there were tons of leaves. Here's another one for you.
Thank you.
And again, like stuff like this is really going to add that texture to your vase, but it does come with a lot of those little leaves. So just pluck as many as you can.
Of the little things off there.
And again, and when you're arranging, just have fun. Place them in there, kind of decide lengths. If you want to mix your colors up, but again, like we're just saving time on this, and I will help you. We'll add stuff
Looking
here.
very springy.
Yes, so again, not the expert here. She will be there.
I broke one.
She will be here on Saturday. But we want to stress that it is going to be a fun, family-friendly event. The weather's supposed to be nice. The farmers market returns, so walk the square. Come down to see us at the Overture Center. We're there from 10 to 2. Again, you can take your own bouquet home with you. We'll also have some interactive, like, drumming fitness classes. We have some photography. So it's really going to be a lot of fun for the family.
Something for everyone in all ages, the way it sounds, too.
There really is something for everyone. As you can see, we have balloon animals, so that's something for the kids. But we really encourage parents to do that, like, fitness drum class with their kiddos, so that way they can really just connect and have a good time.
All right. Well, Steph, thank you so much. What do you think? I think we did pretty good, right?
Yeah, this is why I pay for people to put flowers together for me.
Again, not the expert, so don't judge these bouquets on what you'll see on Saturday.
Let's throw up the information on the screen one more time here. Again, it's happening Saturday at the Overture Center for the Arts, 10 to 2 o'clock. The Arts from the Heart of Madison. A lot of stuff to be able to enjoy this weekend with the Madison Police Department. Fun for the whole family, guys. If you want to learn more, you can go up to this story on the Channel 3000 mobile app.
Gotta be honest, pretty impressed, Josh.
They look beautiful.
Hey, I think they're pretty good. I think we did a pretty good job, guys. But yeah, again, we're not the experts, but you got to start somewhere, right?
Hey, what a fun event this weekend. What a great thing.
I do feel like Lou's vase maybe needs a few more, but...
Yeah, Lou's, but he also has the bigger one there,
he
too.
does.
So.
Yeah, give him a break.
Look what I got.
Well, good thing you all have day jobs.
Yes, it's a good thing we all have day jobs, that's for sure.
Josh Breiter, thank you very much. Hey, remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out to him on social media or shoot him an email for a chance to be featured.
All right, plenty of sunshine on those flowers coming up this weekend, and we get a chance for some rain for those flowers too, huh?
That's right. We're just going to get a little bit of rain once again as we get into our Saturday and early Sunday. But aside from that, we are looking for some sun, and we are looking for some 78-degree type temperatures. We haven't seen that at all yet this year here in Madison, so it's definitely going to be a warm welcome as we get into the rest of our weekend. Sunday's not even going to be as bad either. Yes, it will be cooler, but we are looking still 64 degrees. So we're still holding on to mild temperatures as we get into the weekend. But again, in terms of when we're going to start to see a bit of precipitation is going to be later into our Saturday. As we start to see just a little bit of rain start to roll in from the southwest, it's going to start to be more widespread as we get into the overnight hours, but it'll be clearing out as we get into our Sunday afternoon. And once we get into Sunday afternoon, again, 60-degree temperatures and plenty of sunshine is going to be at our backs as well. Now, as we take a look at what else we're going to be seeing throughout the rest of the weekend going into next week, well, folks, it's going to be shaping up to a dry trend, even though we are going to be onto the cooler side. It's going to do it for weather. Let's toss it back to you guys.
All right. Julian Seawright, thank you very much. 6:49 now, coming up in the morning sprint. A couple more fun local ways for your family to celebrate Earth Day and do some good for your community.
First, though, we want to say happy birthday to Huntley and all the kiddos turning 3, including Violet. Happy birthday, kiddos.
News 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Wow! Look what $1 buys right now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. It's the first time we're offering savings up to 40% off, plus 60 months special financing, plus no money down on in-stock items. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart, inside Ashley off the Beltline in East Springs Drive.
A Stanley steamer started with one man, a van, and a whole lot of carpet. We've been innovating for a long time. Stanley steamer now goes beyond carpet. We've been cleaning tile and grout, upholstery, rugs, air ducts, and a whole lot more. We don't just clean carpets, we clean homes. So when your home needs a cleaning, give us a ring at 1-800-STEAMER.
What can Sono Bello do for you? How about a new shape?
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
New confidence.
I can see a huge difference. Look at this.
New you.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
With Sono Bello, you can remove stubborn body fat permanently in just one visit. Don't wait a moment longer to reveal the new you.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation with Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and find out how you can get $250 off. Sono Bello uses Tri-Sculpt micro-laser liposuction to remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently for incredible transformations in just one visit.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Call 1-888-622-8360 or go to sonobello.com.
We're not just massage envy. We're also facials that get your skin glowing envy. We're talking, dang girl, you look good kind of envy.
All right, tell me your secret and lunch is on me.
How does she do it envy?
So what's going on with this?
That's because a regular massage envy facial routine is an amazing way to look and feel better. For that, I still got it going on kind of a feeling.
Must be good genes.
This Mother's Day, buy one 60-minute facial session and get a second session free. Massage Envy Facials, where better begins.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
Wow, look what $1 buys right now at Ashley. Get a Tempur-Pedic or Purple mattress for $1 a day. Guaranteed delivery within 5 days on all in-stock mattresses. 60-month special financing, plus no money down. Only at Ashley.
Here for you in a heartbeat. SSM Health, Heart and Vascular Care.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
We've got a couple of ways for you to get involved with Earth Day a little early. Today, SSM Health will be hosting an Earth Day event at William G. Lunny Lake Farm Park in Madison and Badger Prairie Park in Verona. Two different events here. They run from 3 until 6. There'll be lots of fun, family-friendly activities and giveaways like birdhouses. News 3 Now will be live at Badger Prairie Park with more coverage starting at 4.
AARP hosting what it calls the world's most expensive tailgate at the state capitol. It's to demonstrate skyrocketing prescription drug prices. If tailgating staples raised at the same rate as drug prices in the last 15 years, a 6-pack of beer would cost $29. AARP is urging Congress to pass some legislation that would allow Medicare to negotiate prescription drug prices.
The DNR is giving people a lot of different ways to celebrate Earth Day. This Friday, this year, they're hosting Work, Play, Earth Day events at state parks. One of those events will be held at Mirror Lake State Park, about an hour outside of Madison. Volunteers can help clean up picnic areas, campgrounds, and trails. Tools will be provided, but you should bring work gloves. The event starts at 9 a.m. You can find more Earth Day events over on channel3000.com.
The Bucks dropping their game against the Chicago Bulls last night. That evens up the series at 1-1. Last night, the Bulls got away in Milwaukee with a 114-110 win. Bad night overall for the Bucks. Chris Middleton left the game late in the second half with a sprained MCL. And big scorer Bobby Portis had to leave the game with an eye abrasion. Game 3 is tomorrow in Chicago.
UW health officials have noticed a rise in patients being diagnosed with head and neck cancers. About 4% of cancers diagnosed in the U.S. each year are classified as head and neck. That's about 66,000 cases. Recent cases have been associated with HPV. Doctors want to make sure you're keeping up with your routine appointments that could catch early warning signs of cancer.
In Ukraine, devastation continues in Mariupol. Today, Russian President Vladimir Putin ordered his forces not to storm the besieged city, but rather to block it. He instructed forces to not allow even a fly come through. The Associated Press estimates the death toll in that city could surpass 20,000.
Home prices hitting another all-time high in March, with buyers scrambling to secure loans before mortgage rates take another jump. The median existing home price was over $375,000. That's up 15% from a year earlier. According to the National Association of Realtors, this marks more than a decade of year-over-year increases. That's the longest running streak on record.
Happy birthday in order for Queen Elizabeth. She is 96 today. The occasion will be marked with a 41-gun royal salute in Hyde Park. The celebrations will take place in June, though. And to honor the Queen's birthday and her Platinum Jubilee, Mattel is out with a new Barbie. Take a look. The doll's regal ensemble includes an ivory gown, a blue ribbon with decorations of order, a crown, and matching accessories. Tennis players from Russia and Belarus will not be allowed to compete at this year's Wimbledon due to Moscow's invasion of Ukraine. Grand Slam set to take place at the end of June. It says that they carefully considered the decision under UK government guidance. Most notably, the men's world number 2 and number 8 players, Daniil Medvedev and Andrei Rublev, are Russian.
And we're going to end the show on a high note, as we are going to be looking at sunshine and 60s to return to our forecast for today, even though we are looking at showers and some thunderstorms heading into our Friday. But the weekend is going to be shaping up very nicely. Maybe windy at times, but 70s are back in the forecast for us. But take a look at this 10-day forecast, mainly for the weekend. Chris, Leah, tell me what you're excited about, because these 70s are something to die for.
Your birthday tomorrow. That's what I'm excited about.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Hit him up on social media and wish him a happy birthday, will you?
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that.
Hey, thanks for joining us this morning. It's been fun.
It's always a pleasure with you guys.
Good to see you. And good to see you folks. Thanks for joining us this morning. Tune in, same place, same time tomorrow.